Hello guys, this will be just a short update about SMS verification. I chatted with one of our members. He said that uh, he created Gmail that was fine, but after 3 days Gmail was disabled. Honestly guys, that never happened to me, but I wanted to tell you some alternatives basically to the service that I already recommended. So this one is 5sim.net. I will upload document file. This one also has a lot of countries, guys. Like same as the one that I already recommended. But like I said, guys, we never know. When it comes to SMS verification, what will happen. Usually, guys, I think I explained that, but let me tell you once again. Like basically, some numbers will be used too many times. If you're unlucky, you can be, like. Second or third person, whatever, like usually second, right, that will use the same number. And then let me tell you another thing that is maybe even the reason, like why sometimes numbers will work. It's not even if you're a second, like a person to use that number, if the like space between those two uses are like greater. I can't tell you exactly, like how many hours needs to pass, but those numbers are guys randomly chosen, and let's say someone already had the number that now you received when you're basically clicking on any country, like you will click get number or whatever the message is. Let's say that someone got that number for same service. Let's say want to create Gmail. Someone received that number like an hour ago. Definitely, guys, that is why you will receive that they think the bot created, like your account, because they notice that same number on different machine, like different, completely different setup, everything different, right? Different name, everything on your Gmail account. Only after an hour, like I said, system will recognize two completely different setups. And yeah, usually guys, your account, if that happens, your account will be disabled almost immediately, like in an hour or maybe few hours. Yeah, this time, guy said that he had account disabled after 3 days. Like I said, it didn't happen to me. You can always buy Gmails. A lot of people are selling them, honestly. I gave you two companies like Buy Accounts and Fool's Info because they are, like providers that, I mean, they're not bad, honestly. Maybe they are better services, but you don't need to chat with someone if they have those Gmails on, like on file. If they're available, you can buy them immediately. Like no risk, if you ask me. I used it, for years, especially by accounts. Uh, I prefer that you try like I'm doing, like I prefer to, to create my own accounts. But guys, like I said, like those numbers that we are taking for cheap, uh, when you convert price to US dollars, it will be like 20 cents, 25 cents, maybe. Yeah, guys, it is what it is. It's a gamble. There are more expensive services. I will list them also. Um, Guys, the only reason why I didn't list more companies, I didn't want to confuse you. I understand that you need to start with something. And honestly, guys, when it comes to, for example, 5sim.net, that's literally same. I mean, what is the difference between the one that I already showed you and this one? Literally no difference. You have ton of countries, maybe a bit different, like landing page, how it looks, but yeah, you have same thing, but I will, like I said, I will definitely give you, like few more companies. One company I believe you all know is SMS PVA. Other Russian companies that are not that good, but I will give them to you just to have them as a backup option. When I said not that good, that means basically they only have few countries. For example, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine, like um, basically, yeah, that can't be compared, if you ask me, to ton of countries that you have, for example, on 5sim.net, you know, like. So yeah, like I said, it's a gamble definitely. If you don't want to do it, you know, like you can buy Gmail. So price difference is basically you can register your own account with 20 to 30 cents, you know, per account. That will be your cost, and you can buy, you know, for let's say 90 cents or dollar. Usually, guys, you know, Gmails are $1, right? Um, Gmail doesn't need to be old at all. It can be fresh. That's completely fine. Honestly, guys, I think I never really worked with old Gmails. I mean, I tried them a few times definitely, but usually, guys, like in 99% of the time, I use freshly created Gmail. So you don't need to invest, you know, money in old Gmails, definitely. Um, yeah, guys. I mean, that's it. Like I said, there's no rule here because numbers I believe, I mean, maybe there is some order, but then again, I think I explained in the beginning of the video what can happen that your um, number basically can be, at least that is the best that I could think of, you know, like if system, you know, like gave that number literally maybe an hour ago to someone else and now you're taking the same number, completely different setup, you know, like, and I think that is the main reason why your Gmail will be disabled. If you were the first guy that got that number, then the guy after you that gets that number after only a few hours, like I said, then his account will be disabled. You know, like you need to know that. That's what I think. Maybe that's not completely true, but you know, like I couldn't explain, you know, why sometimes, let's say, from any service you choose, let's say Cameroon or Canada, you know, for example. Uh, you know, it's okay if you always get the message that this number can't be used for verification or whatever, or that you're just not receiving uh, code. That's fine. But like I said, if you received your code, you register the account, and then you know sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's banned. I would say you know it's because of thing that I just explained. Yeah. So yeah, there is a bit of luck involved. You know, like definitely and things are changing, guys, you know, like it's hard to explain, but um, people are reporting that SMS PVA is not good. SMS PVA was good, you know, like a few years ago, honestly. Yeah. uh, like I said, you know, don't stress about that. If you're creating your own, keep in mind that you know you might have some issues, and if you want to be, you know, like completely sure that will not happen, you can try and buy accounts. Not all Gmail accounts that you're buying are created equally. That's also true. I have no idea, you know, what the setup is, you know, like for people that are creating those accounts, they can also tell you whatever. Keep that in mind. Um, and yeah, guys, that's it. I will definitely list more companies. I will tell you which one. I mean, yeah, which companies have you know like decent uh, countries in it. You know, like definitely, I would say you don't even need to be bothered. You know, like to register to companies that have maybe only two or three or four or five countries available. Um, and yes, that's it, guys. You know, honestly, you know, like uh, that's part of the process. You know, um, yeah, that is something that you can definitely try. I tried, guys, almost all countries. Also, that is how I learned. And yeah, some countries will never basically let you, you know, like register the Gmail account. They will just tell you that you know that number can't be used. Yeah. So like I said, we have some countries. You know, I mentioned some countries. You know, in previous video. I don't want to do that right now. Just test it, guys, because I can't guarantee that numbers that are working right now will work fine in like a month or so. But yeah, like I said, there are you know like similar companies. I believe that they have all really similar um, features. Honestly, I don't see you know much difference between them. Definitely, guys, you can go with uh, higher tier, you know, like services, basically where you will pay more than $1 for one registration. Maybe they're not using same number more than once for one service, that's also fine, but you will pay more. And for, let's say, $1.50 or $1, you can definitely buy already created Gmail. So guys, it's up to you, honestly. Like I said, I'm creating my own accounts, but I was also buying them. I think it's fine both ways. The only thing is, maybe if you're working with really bad seller, like for Gmails, or he's creating them in really bad way. But then again, no idea, guys. Yeah, it's always completely fine to try. Just don't buy, too many from one place. You want to test if they really work first, like if it's fine. So that is why I can recommend definitely Fool's Info website, because you can buy only one piece. You don't need to buy minimum, like 5 or 10 or whatever. Yeah, they're saying uh, only one is available on their website, and I tried it. I bought it a few times. Maybe that will change also, who knows. And guys, they don't have, I'm speaking about Fool's Info right now, they don't have Gmails always available. So yeah, because of all of those, things, I'm just creating on my own, honestly. Also, you can bulk buy them on buy accounts, and minimum order is 10. They have few different options, so they don't have just one type of Gmails. You will see what's the difference there. Yeah, guys, like I said, it's always best to test, and you will see what fits you the most. And I wanted to create this update because I think it never happened to me that account is banned after after so long, honestly. Usually it will be banned after, like I said, few hours even. And in my setup I told you that we need to wait like 1 day, honestly, and usually that is enough. Yeah, let's see, guys, what happens. I will definitely list like 4 or 5 uh, companies for you, definitely in that document file. I can add them, also if I find something that works, that makes sense. I used to basically pay money to companies, like to top up my balance, like for $5 or $10, uh, to some websites that will disappear and that will never have available numbers. Keep that in mind. I won't give you companies that are not trusted, or at least that are not uh, there for a while. A lot of new companies, guys, will appear and then disappear. Keep that in mind. Always top up, with maybe $5 worth, of credits. Keep that in mind. That is what I'm doing. In special cases, I would top up 10, and then I will definitely, when I spend that, I will top up more. And yeah, guys, that is how I was working. Like I said, I'm creating fresh Gmail. You can buy them also. And yeah, if your Gmail is disabled, guys, keep in mind that you can definitely appeal. Uh, if you're working like I said, if you're creating Outlook, you can just tell them that the email that you have access to is Outlook email, and they will message you in 2 days. Uh, Honestly, guys, always a bit less than 48 hours. Uh, but keep in mind that when they say business days, they're counting only Monday to Friday. That is how Google is functioning, definitely. But let's say if those are business days, you will definitely receive message, and usually they will give you your account back. Guys, maybe 2 or 3 times total, they said we can't give your account back, even if your Gmail was disabled. Like I said, use Outlook email for recovery. Like, they will send you first email immediately that they received, your appeal, and then after less than 2 days, usually you will receive, message that they can give you your account back. Is it smart to continue, to work from account like that? Guys, no idea. It happened to me only, like I said, I mean, few times, honestly, I had my accounts disabled, like I think I told you also in the video that I created, I had issues with Estonia numbers. I remember that from the company that I gave you. I think it's SMS Activate, um, I will give you more companies right now, and maybe you will, realize, but like I said, maybe I was just unlucky, like honestly, because prior to that, Estonia numbers were working fine. So you can't really say. Like I said, if you want to completely avoid that, there are, like companies, uh, but guys, I will give you even a company that I think is SMS Plaza. Uh, they're charging like $5 per SMS, 5 or 6, or it's euros. So it's insane. Like I said, even if you want to like try something like that, yeah, that there are options for that. But I would say definitely don't pay more than $1 for SMS activation, or then maybe it's better to find like reliable source for just buying Gmails, some person. Guys, there are guys, definitely people on Skype that are selling. Uh, it was just that I was not buying from them. Like that's the thing. I don't know who's legit and what's happening. Literally, I was not buying from people, like on Skype or Telegram. Definitely, yeah. So if you know someone, like that can sell, like those accounts, and if that person is reliable, and you don't have any issues, for example, when you're creating your Google accounts, then you can use them. I mean, why not? Like I said, we'll see. The whole idea was to give you enough, like resources, so you can work on your own. That is why I basically picked that SMS Activate, because they literally have like 170 plus countries, and like it's really impossible to find, like I mean, it's impossible not to find basically at least few countries that have numbers, and that can basically finish your registration. Like I said, you will see in the list there are companies which will only have like 3 or 4 or 5 countries. Yeah, have them just as a backup. Like but if you ask me, we want those companies with like 20, at least 20 plus, countries, because who knows, maybe you really need to do verification, and you know all numbers are used already and stuff like that. Yeah, even on SMS Activate, guys, like sometimes you will have ton of numbers, and sometimes like literally that there will be no numbers, and then you need to wait. I think they fill them. They even tell you, when they will have new numbers. Let's say it's 9 or 8 a.m., maybe Russian time or whatever, no idea. But keep that in mind also. Like you can't always find, like numbers from all countries. That is why we want more countries. Yeah, guys, I hope I explained, like I said, there is, like a bit of luck definitely involved in that setup, or you can just pay more, like, and yeah, if we all believe that it's worth it, then we can use it definitely. Yeah, for some reason I mean, it's not that, like bad that you pay like $1, it's fine, but yeah, uh, I'm just saying that for that money, maybe you can buy, like already created Gmail. And guys, like I said, when you're buying Gmail, you just need to change the name. If you're planning to use name Jack Jones on your payment, like setup, change it immediately on your Gmail account. I mean, mm, the sooner the better that you change that you're changing the name. You know, like if you know that you want to create, like I said, Google Ads account with you know like um, name that I mean, if you already you know like choose your name, whatever, or you have it on file, uh, as soon as you basically logged in to your Gmail, change the name even before creating Google Ads. I mean, it makes sense if you ask me. Uh, Usually, guys, I'm not saying that's a deal breaker, but yeah. So, for example, you can have a female name on your account, on your Gmail account that you bought, and then you're creating like a male name account with a male name on Google Ads. Yeah, I mean, it's stupid, and you know, like if you ask me, um, yeah, I think that's it, guys. Honestly, yeah. Also, guys, feel free to share any service. Like I said, when it comes to, if you know, not just for SMS verification, if you know a website that is valuable, guys, this chat, you know, like this Telegram group, that is yours group. You know, like I will just try to keep you safe. You know, like yeah, I'm like I said, guys, I'm not sure. Definitely, I know some people, you know, like that are selling. I even know from other groups. Some people are saying, okay, this guy is legit, blah blah blah, but I don't know that. If I never tested someone, I will never recommend you, you know, like to use them. You know, I mean their services. Yeah, it's really simple. Yeah, that's it.